everyone, it's Marcia. I have another journal that I want to share with you guys. I found this image in an old vintage book, and I really wanted to use it on a cover. It really, I don't know, it really spoke to me. Having the 4 directions on here, north, south, east, west, really made me think of traveling and, going in all directions, and as well as it being a weather vane, it makes me think of wind and how the wind travels and wind, I don't even know. It's hard to explain everything that this image makes me feel. So, this journal is all based on this image. It's what it basically represents the image to me. How about that? And I have sealed it, and I inked it and sealed it again because I'm not that organized. Anyways, and I stitched it onto some brown canvas here and layered in some lace and this little piece of leather that I stamped Wander on. And this is a beautiful little piece of ribbon here. It's black. It's almost black at some angles, and yet it's kind of got that deep maroon color. It is a not canvas, upholstery fabric all the way around. Beautiful colors and the pattern, and I had a lot of fun making this journal. I really like it. Anyways, and my use some complementary thread color there all the way around. The zigzag stitch. It is left rough edges because I like the frayed edges, and they'll only fray to the where the stitches are, and then they'll stop. This edge right here was already the finished edge of the fabric with the fraying little fringe here, and I left that on the bottom. Let me see what else. On the side here I have just a little garment pin, get in frame, and I made a little charm on a lobster clasp with some little tags that says courage. Lots of different beads, just a very eclectic little charm. You got if I can get it all loose, we got fibers, some pretty teal green blue fibers and some sparkly brown. There is twine with some beads and a little gear wheel thing tied on, and then a chain, if I can get it loose here, and it just all comes together. It's very get some lighting. My lighting isn't great. Little tag down here, little copper tag, and I love the way it just comes together. It's very eclectic, something that someone would collect through their travels. As you'll be able to tell by the title of the video that this is going to be called World Traveler. So the theme is travel. Like I said, as the wind blows, kind of a traveler type thing. I don't know if anyone else quite understands how my brain works. Hopefully, I've met a few people that do, but not everyone. Not everyone gets me, but that's okay, because everyone's different. So we have a little lace tuck spot pocket here with a large tag with coffee dyed paper on the back. And that's suitcases. We got a little tag here that's just stamped destination. A large pocket here with some more of that beautiful ribbon and a little plain charm pinned on. Dictionary page definition of wander, wanderer, wandering. Another tag here on coffee dyed papers and pattern paper that has "No bird soars too high if he soars with his own wings." William Blake quote. Lots of coffee dyed papers, lots of images that have to do with travel or writing. When you're on your trips and travels and voyages, you write to friends and family and get letters and postcards from friends and family as well. Have a little stamp up here, paper and sticker collage down here. This paper has some gold gilding on it, on the stenciling. I got the Taj Mahal, and I got another vintage printout of Taj Mahal Hotel in Bombay. Layered up there with some papers and sewn on. Another stamp here, life's most beautiful things are not seen with the eyes, but felt with the heart. A vintage book page here. It says, it's a quote that is about the world of books. Many people dream of traveling and may not have the opportunity to travel, but they can travel through books, through education, through knowledge, just to learn about people and places and things and different cultures. So I thought that was fitting because I myself haven't traveled a lot, but, you know, I aspire to someday. Who knows? Who knows? It could happen. I don't know. I just really felt that that was, it went in this book. It belonged here, so that's where I put it. This is just a little booklet that I've stamped and got coffee dyed paper. It says travel log. It has a sticker there of a multicultural cityscape, all the famous cities of the world. A vintage image from a vintage book of an old sugar mill that was the remains of an old sugar mill that was built in 1821. This is on ledger paper. This folds out. You got a little quote on here. You got old an atlas. Nope, it was an encyclopedia page that had some maps on it. And the writing, this is just a pocket with a tag. It says Magic Happens, stamped on the back. There are some other little goodies in there that I will just leave for as a surprise. How about that? Got some stamping here. This is an old map, a part of an old map that I coffee dyed that is in, I believe, England. Don't hold me to that, but if I remember correctly. Those of you who are from there, you can tell me if it looks familiar. We have a vintage printout of an old airmail envelope in this little tuck spot with some lace. Got a little charm with a bead on it. On the other side, we got just a little collage here with a vintage image. And this is old wallpaper that it's made out of. A little, what are these called? Calendar thing. Perpetual calendar. The other side, a little pocket with a little, I'll go ahead and show you this. I was going to keep it a surprise, but anyways, it says notes on there. You unfold it, and it has a photo slide of the London Bridge. London Bridge? No, Golden Gate Bridge. I don't know what I'm saying. I knew that wasn't London Bridge when I was looking at it. Okay, clipped on here with paper clip with some fibers on it is just a large journaling card that's been coffee dyed. Some more of that encyclopedia page. And this is the other side of the large pocket with a poem and some more coffee dyed paper. I'm out of focus again. I really don't like when that happens. This is just a stenciled book page that is collaged on here with a large tag. And there's some crocheted lace sewn on the top. The other side of that page, the quote about books, some stitching, which stitches on this book page here. I love this camera image, and I love that it says modern, sophisticated 35mm camera, and this is vintage, so it's not modern. It was at the time the book was written. Some stamping up there, writing paper, another large pocket, some little beads on the side here. This is just a stamped journaling card. This is like a tracker type card that was from Junk That Treasures. This is a book page. It shows, this is, I believe this book is called London's East End. Don't hold me to that. I can't remember exactly. We have the Exeter Cathedral amid the city's destruction in 1942. So shortly, or during World War II. That's just clipped on there. Got some more fibers tied to the top. A little bit of stamping. It's a bag, a paper bag. It's not like a paper bag. It is a paper bag. So in here we got a vintage image of a passport and just some writing, just a journaling spot that was a guest check, coffee dyed and stamped. A large pocket here made of a large piece of cardboard. I love the pattern on it. It's just a collage. We got dictionary page of walk and walking, and a quote here from Confucius: "Wherever you go, go with all your heart." I put this picture in this pocket because of that. This is an image from an old book. I believe it was the same book as this one here. I may have trimmed it down. I can't remember 100%, but it had to do with England, and it's titled Aliens Arriving at Iron Gate Stairs, Contemporary Impression by W. Rainey, and it just shows people that went with all of their heart. They may have not had a choice. They had to travel, they had to go, and they took all they had, and they went out of necessity more than anything else. And oh, this is also an image from a vintage children's book of stories and poems, and I thought that this little lady here looked like a little gypsy. She's going to do some traveling. This is another page from that children's book. Who Has Seen the Wind? Again, weather vane, wind, it's just the way my brain works, so I sewed that in there. That's another page of that encyclopedia. Yeah, encyclopedia page. Got some little stamping up here. Vintage writing paper. A little fabric flip with this little bird. Birds also make me, not all birds migrate, but birds make me think of migration and travel and journey. So, again, how my brain works. Another vintage book page of, I don't even know where, oh, Antwerp. So, there you have it. This is a vellum sticker. It says Kindred Spirits with some journaling space here on coffee dyed paper, collaged on. Another little bit of stamping. This is just a sticker that I stuck on of the Leaning Tower of Pisa. Another poem from the children's book titled Stars, because no matter where you are in the world, you can look up and see the stars. May not be the same stars, but their vastness and their constancy is still there. Constancy? I don't know that that's a word. I'm pretty sure it's not. This is just a journaling spot. It was a cutout from a piece of pattern paper. A collage here with Wanderlust, a dictionary definition of Wanderlust. Wanderlust? Map page and a stenciled book page. Makes a little journaling card there in this little tuck spot. And in the envelope, we just have some more writing paper and a vintage image of luggage claim tag. They're from the Netherlands. Large side pocket here with just a coffee dyed tag with some muslin sewed to the top. A quote here. I haven't been everywhere, but it's on my list by Saren Sontag. Some cheesecloth sewn on here. Another one of those paper. They're vintage, like postcards, and not postcards, travel advertisements. So it's in that paper pocket. Some lace sewn on the edge here. In this large pocket here, we have a dictionary page. I put, not dictionary, thesaurus. Sorry, this is a vintage thesaurus, and it has a voyage down here. And on the other side, we have things like waif and walk and wander. They all, have to do with, maybe not the waif so much, but, possibly. This is a coat check with a little bit of stamping on there. And a quote by J.R.R. Tolkien. All that is gold is not glitter. Not all those who wander are lost. A little bit of stamping on this map page. Oh, I can't talk. We have a little collage here. Paper and some stenciling with some gilding on it. A sticker of the Golden Gate Bridge. Again, I remembered that time. A vintage travel thing for Milwaukee Road. So it was a train line. On there, a little bit of stamping here and there. It says Fabulous Fun. This is an old page from a vintage Napa Valley. It was an informational booklet. So it has lots of wineries and vineyards, things like that. This has some information. This image is a picture of grape harvest at Buena Vista 112 years ago. I thought that was fitting. A vintage image of a receipt clipped in here with just more fibers on this paper clip. Another pocket with a little postcard charm tied on to the tag. This is a sewn floating pocket, so it has a pocket here with some more journaling paper. You can journal in it. Little tab, and you can journal on the back of it. I love how this was a index card, a large index card, and when I coffee dyed it, I placed it on or under some writing paper, and so the blue lines transferred. I thought that was pretty cool. And this is fabric pocket. I don't know if I said that before. Pretty sure you could tell. Little plain stamped on this side. Got just some more journaling card there. A little tuck spot here with some journaling paper that's stamped. And a large yellow tag here that's been stamped and grunged up and aged with some organza tied to the top. Got a vintage, or I don't think it's vintage, but a time card. This was also from Junk That Treasures. Live today, remember it tomorrow. I thought that was both appropriate because it's a time card, and if you're traveling, you wouldn't need a time card. You could just stick it in your book. Forget about it. Anyway, anyways, some more stamping up here. Some pattern paper, a little paper ruffle with a little ticket stuck in there. Admit one. Another one of those travel stickers, the Arc de Triomphe. I'll butcher that. A little clip here with a safety pin with a little bead charm. A large tag here with just photo paper, coffee dyed paper on the back, and some lace. The other side of this is Sonoma Valley Wineries. A postcard, not vintage, but pretty cool because it's from China. Got some fibers up here on this paper clip. A little bit of stamping. Or that map page. This flips out. A large pocket here with just a large journaling card. It says here, travel is fatal to prejudice, bigotry, and narrow-mindedness. A Mark Twain quote. Some muslin sewn on here, ruffle sewn. And in the back pocket, lace tuck spot, there is a large pocket here with just a, what's that called? Magnifying glass image collaged on there. And I sewed down it because it was a larger envelope that I cut down. Thought this would be a good place to store some papers, documents, ephemera. Got a coffee dyed receipt here and a little tag that I stamped ideas and an arrow, and I thought that'd be a good place to write some travel ideas down on. And you can make plans for the future. Got my little tag up there. And the closure is this sparkly brown yarn that is kind of it's like a net type. That's what it reminds me of. I don't know what else to call it. Yarn that I recently got and have been loving. So those are sewn to the covers and you can tie them shut. You can tell this is a pretty good sized book. It has, I counted, believe it or not, a lot of pages. Let's put it like that. I'll put it in the description. It'll be down in the description how many pages there is. It is 9.5, because I left the fringe on, it's 9.5 by about 6.25 inches. And there is the World Traveler. I might call it the World Wanderer. I don't know. I guess you'll be able to tell when you read the title of this video. So there she is. Thanks for watching, guys. Bye.